Speaking into the void. Is anyone there? Welcome back, guys. I know it's been a minute since I last uploaded anything, and I miss being around here and doing things, and hopefully we can make this a little bit more. How should I say? It happens more often, so something's been on my mind a lot lately, and I wanna try to make this a more regular thing. So without further ado, we're gonna get started. We're really just trying to really get back into Destiny. Ever since Lightfall dropped, I kind of fell off. I completed the campaign. It was great and everything, but the whole the veil and stuff, that kind of killed my vibe. Went and played some other games, and so I'm bringing it right back to all reliable. So we're just gonna sauce our guardians right now and just try to just kind of fully fledge ourselves. I started last night, and we're gonna go check on that. Spoilers. Stop. Don't look at spoilers. Stop. Don't look at it's clearly right in plain view. Started last night. This was my really started getting into it. We'll go to the appearance customization. This really started with this piece that just dropped in the Bright Dust store. I really liked how it looked and everything, and I was going through the shaders to see what it really interacted with. A lot of them, they were just they weren't really were really hidden in like the way I wanted to. But then I came across the Queensguard Valor, and it was kind of giving off these Star-Lord vibes, and I was like, oh, this is kind of like a space swagger type deal. Somebody who's clearly who's been they're really into stealing or whatever, and the very space opera, like your Han Solo, but very wealthy and rich. He's just he or she's been made they were all their money off of that, and so that's what I'm really going after. And so it started with that, and so just the color customization, the color theory that was going on, the gold, and then the pink is very bold colors, and the white, the collar is just massive, and I love how that looks. So that's what we are rocking with right now. And then moving on to we'll go with the helmet. The helmet I struggled with quite a bit. I couldn't get the colors that I wanted. I was thinking about Regal Daring, but it doesn't have the red or the kind of very hot pink that I wanted. I even tried the Queensguard Valor again, and it didn't show up. Transcend Bungie and their names for their shaders, but the Transcendental Ambition, it came close, and it was kind of I won't say it was a second place, but it was very close. That I really liked how it kind of looked, not completely blending in with the gold, but it kind of led itself to the straps and the arms. I really liked how that worked out. But I came onto Velvet in Velvet Intention, and yeah, just really just trying to narrow down what the colors I was going for. I tried some Mediator, but nothing showed up. Tried some Roll Scale. I almost, if I can find it, Crucible Peppermint. That was it was going to be very close. I was almost going to choose it, but I was like, oh, I can find a better one. Tried Golden Age wine. I was hoping to get that purple, but it didn't show up like on like a lot of them. Crucible Vermilion. I was hoping that there was gonna be something there, and obviously like it didn't show up there. Pomegranate Gloss. I've used this in the past, and it was very, very sad last night when I tried it out, and none of that very vibrant or orange popped up for me, and I'll show you what it looks like. So like the Iron Companion Hood, it would almost be perfect. Almost a perfect match of how it like kind of like blends the whole like the two together, the orange, and it's almost a pinkish red, and it almost worked out, but it didn't show up for this specific headpiece, and I was big sad, very big sad. But I'm glad we came across the Velvet Intention, and we're just messing with some colors, and I try to I try to really like play with some of the like the elements, you know, and how they interact with the shaders and stuff. So with this, I love my sun bracers, and so I definitely wanted to really try to tie in some more gold aspects, since we're getting a lot of you know, like reds and oranges from the middle of the gauntlet. We had some very gray neutral bits that don't change too much depending on the shader. And then of course like the lines, they don't change. The inside of the sleeve, I noticed that it does change when you see that it's turned a little bit pinker. So I definitely didn't want to put something like a blue in there, or something that just does not fit, because it wouldn't look appealing. See, like the yellow pops way too much on this. So just for the aesthetic. But right now in between is kind of this like this metallic gold, or this metallic orange, and I was really going for that color. And I think we got pretty good things going on. And opening chat real quick, give me a second, guys. Awesome. Right. Awesome. Okay. Yeah. So doing that, then moving on, and like I said, it all started with the chest piece, and how like it looked amazing. How like it stunned me. I was put off by it, and I was like that was amazing for me. So I also struggle with the legs a bit, because if I tried to get more of this like some of this like hot pink, like the pink from this, and I automatically went to either the Mediator. Let's see if it shows up. Yeah, the Mediator, or if I can find it. Did I miss it? There it is. Sunrise Warrior. And there's nothing wrong with like this, but I wanted a little bit more neutral colors with only just a hint of the pink, and I couldn't really find what I was looking for with that. But I decided I was going to I was going to use Malahalova's Path with Sunrise Warrior, and it did have that very like neutral pants, like the neutral cloth and neutral boots, just with a touch of the pink. But when I zoomed out on it, it just didn't look right. It didn't feel like it was tying together in the right ways that I wanted to, and so that's why I changed it. I changed it up a bit. So that's when I started poking around a little bit more, and I came across the I think this is Contender. Yeah, the Contender boots. The Contender boots are really really cool. I like how they represent like the the high the high knee boots, or kind of like a military, like with the knee pads is very like active wear. And I was like, that's like something like this person would do, like the very like smuggler aspect of it. And I was like really impressed by that. And so this was okay. I felt comfortable with this, but I I personally don't like it when there's uh the same color sitting on top of each other. So like the pink from the coat hanging down is hanging on, like hanging right over this the hot pink of the pants, and it seems like it's just blending together, and it doesn't seem like it has that like that messy look. And so I was like, I can't leave that way. So that's when I decided to like poke around a bit more and check out Mediator, and it's virtually pretty much the same problem, even so much excuse me, even so much more problems with the boots, because now we're introducing a whole new color to the color scheme, and this doesn't match with any other white that I currently have. This is more of a traditional like standard white, and this is more like an off white or cream, and I just personally didn't like it. So Mediator didn't work out, and so I decided to stick with the Regal Daring, because the white per se, like the hanging off, that is kind of very like neutral ground. These aren't really part of these tassels on the outfit don't really like give too much. They could be omitted or removed, and it wouldn't do too much to the outfit. So that's why I'm not worried about the white clashing or blending together too much. Excuse me. All right, so back to what I was saying. So yeah, I'm not too worried about the white clashing together so much with Regal Daring, especially since like the limited color schemes that are available to us, like so like even road scale, it's not the right like the red isn't the same that I want. Shattered Sinews pretty much same, even though I really like the red boots on Shattered Sinew. But it's not the correct shade that I was looking for, or even a variation of the shade. if I were to experiment with something else, I probably would. Let's see, Ruby Stoic. Oh no, ugh, yeah. And it's amazing how like you can have a shader and you know like what the colors are, and then just based on it, just a different armor piece. You get like just the weirdest color combinations sometimes. Um, yeah, I'm really happy with what I've come across. Yeah, let's see Crucible Peppermint. I wasn't expecting too much from it. Even though it's very neutral colors, I was expecting more white colors from it. And I'm really happy about that. And ignore the neighbors, wherever they may be. Yeah, there he is, duck. So all right, and then to the bond. Now the bond, I had almost no idea what was going to do with the bond. I was thinking a little bit more of the celestial bond with either the not the velvet intention, excuse me, not the Queen's Guard either. And just kind of just like these three are kind of like they make up most of my color palette, but none of them were like hitting it like just right. So I even tried the meditator, and it wasn't doing what it was once. And plus, like, the bond is so huge right here, and it's not the geometry was thrown off, and I wasn't liking it. And then I tried this, though, the Wild Hunt bond in particular. No matter what shade you put on this, it's not going to change anything about it. I've stared at this bond a million times. I even thought it was bugged at some point, but it just will not budge no matter what. I even say that I've used it. I've used it sometimes. It's good sometimes, and I will. It has its uses, but it's not it's not great. But I went to another one, and I think I was trying to go for like kind of like see if I could like fit in with the more like Star Lord vibes or something. Like there's a like bit of tech on them, and so I tried to go back to the color palette I have, and nothing was really working out with that either. So I tried to like the meditator, and that wasn't working out. And then tried to go with Sunrise Warrior, and it wasn't working out either because I wasn't getting any of that hot pink that I was looking for in the chest piece. So that was a no-go. And I didn't want to fall back on the Street Scholar bond, but I definitely wanted to do something a little bit different. And I never thought in a million years I would be using the Flower Child bond ever in my life, because it completely just it's not here. We'll just put the Flower Child bond just for see. Do you see this? This monstrosity. Look at it. Yeah. It's a mess. And by all means, like I'm pretty sure you could make some type of look, but for my purposes, this is a borderline unusable shader for me. Even though it is definitely unique, and I still picked it up, and I'm so glad I picked it up because it helped me out with this look. Oh, gotta take it off. How do we do this? There we go. All right, so back to it. So yeah, the flower child bond, or the flower, not the flower child bond, but the flower child shader on this particular bond causes the lights on the bond to kind of shift from pink to orange and then red, and I believe even like it kind of ties the gauntlets together a lot more than I would have thought previously, and I'm really liking how it's working out. Just how it's good shifting from the pink to the orange, and then the orange is just like it's just very solid, and it's just truly one of my bestest pieces I've ever seen that I've ever made, and I'm really happy with how it came out. And then that's pretty much my solar build. Well, my solar fashion build. We're not going to talk about my actual actual fashion. I mean, not my actual builds, because I'm pretty sure if you scroll over this, yeah, I'm sure somebody is like taking a look at this and like, what are you doing? And like it's just like like the SpongeBob meme, my eyes. But it's gonna be okay. So next up is going to be Arc. And Arc is oh my, excuse me. Arc, I didn't even save Arc from early in the video, and I feel sad now. But we get to do this firsthand. So typically I try to start with the chest piece, because I feel like that's the most important part. But last night I attempted to do something with the kitsune hood, and we'll try to tackle that again. So bear with me for a moment while I find the shader. Here we go. Reveille Stoic. And this, for some reason, was giving me less of like Japanese vibes and more of kind of like Incan, or how should I say this? It's just a very like an impressive piece for me, because though the eyes kind of completely outshine everything in the mask, like from the front, and the white is just so like it stands out way more because it's not overpowered by the blue or the black. And so I really want to try to make this the centerpiece of my design. And so from there on, we're going to go to the chest piece. We'll change the exotic later, but I definitely wanted to see what I can do with that mask. I didn't try to use the Nemean robes. It would help fit the theme of like the kind of ancient Aztec warrior. So we'll see what we can do. Jarkania is, or Jacarina. Jacarina is normally what I would think of when I see that color palette, but a lot of times with Jacarina, it's just going to make everything gray and dull. And when you're looking for either that like very blue or you're like the very black, you're not going to get that from Jacarina. Jacarina is like mainly for like to make weapons look good, or if you're a Titan, and you're not like worried about your mark, Jacarina is really good for that. And I'm pretty sure like hunters, they'll know, like you try to use it on a cloak, you're just going to get this kind of very it's not a bad pattern per se, but it kind of looks like a heather gray pattern, and it's personally not my favorite, if that's the case. So we're gonna kind of go to another one, and here's a few examples of it. Just the gray, and sometimes it's really bad, like especially on this piece particular. it's just an overwhelming sense of just gray, and then even the blue isn't like as bright as I would want it to be, and it's just kind of like doled out. It looks dusty. It looks like you just pulled it out of like the bottom of your closet, and you just have to like dust it off and stuff. So it's not my favorite on Warlocks. So we'll move to a different one now, and we'll see how it's going. So like we're going to try out the Nemean robes, like we were saying before. And I was looking at the Tyrian Abyss. Yeah, see, the Tyrian Abyss. That's not what I was looking for. My bad. The Smudge Pot Bruise. See, yeah, this is what I'm saying. We're getting a lot of the dark colors that we were looking for, but sadly no blue, and I'm kind of disappointed about that. So I think we're gonna stick with the Smudge Pot Bruise, and we're gonna try to shop around and see if we can find something that fits that mask a little bit better. This one in particular, we're not going to do that because there's too much gold, and it's just offsetting, and the gold is becoming the centerpiece, where we don't want that to be the case. This isn't so bad. Obviously we have some unshaderable parts with the medallions on the chest piece, and obviously the gray and the white, or the gray or the white on the banners on the robes. So that's not going to work either. The Contier cloak, oh geez, I'm sorry, long coat. This one, I don't know why I have this. I don't particularly like the very like street punk, or with the chains and medallions everywhere. I'm pretty sure you can make this work, especially on a male warlock, but not on a female one. It just kind of looks baggy to me. It's like it's I don't think it's particularly like good. So we're gonna keep searching. The Dendrite Shimmer. I wouldn't be too upset at this per se. If this was more white than silver, and then obviously like the orange is completely offsetting the energy from the eyes, so we want to try that. We want that to be white instead of orange, so we have to keep looking. And look at the hardened basilisk robes. This is more what we're looking for. So like the solid base is black. We have some definitely blue coming in. We have our white, or the silver. And if the proportions of this cloak, or this of these robes, the silver on it is very nice, because the silver is bright enough that it pretty much makes it look white, but it's not overpowering the piece. And so the proportions of this are very nice. The only thing I don't like about it is it's not fitting the aesthetic that we're going for with the mask. So if we do end up liking this piece a little bit more, we could come back to it, and then we'll change the mask later. So we'll keep looking. Let's see the celestial robes. Oh, I'm really torn about this. Oh wow, I'm really torn about this. I would like this so much more if this, like I said, this wasn't too silver. And then like the horse, or the Pegasus, that's not so bad. I wouldn't have a problem with that if this was like I said, the white. And then another thing of like contention, the constellations being like two different colors. Oh, that's pain. And I don't even know how that's the first time I've ever seen like two colors on one armor piece that's just so distinct and so different from each other, like pretty much in the same area of the piece. And it's just, That saddens me so much. It's like you had one job, just make it all blue. But yeah, we'll keep searching. Let's see frost reach robes. I'm not expecting too much. Yeah, see, there's like too much gold. So we might have to find a new shader if this continues on, and it's probably going to continue. This in particular, this piece and I, we have a different, like, it was a very like different history together, and I appreciate how it looks. Like it's a very unique design, and I know that the shader's probably not doing, like, it's not doing it too well, like, so we did do the default shader. It's a very nice piece just to, like, as it stands, but when you're trying to do something with more neutral colors, it's not going to work out. There's just too much. It starts to look bland. It starts to just kind of like disappear on the body. Like you're kind of blending into the background. It's not gonna. You want people to like look at you like, ooh, I like how he's like, how his entire like outfit's going, like how it's fitting together. It's very like, it's meshing together, and it kind of pops a little bit. But in this case, this chest piece isn't going to work just of how like subtle it is with these neutral colors that we're trying to go for. So we're going to keep on looking. Let's go ahead and check the Meridian Constellation robe. We're getting very, very like the black from the shader. We got a little bit of the blue. I wish there was a little bit more on this piece. There's a lot of gray, and I'm not a big fan of the gray piece. I wish it was a lot brighter, but we're gonna kind of skip over this. The Valkyrian robes, the whole, you know, the Eastern European, the almost German or like Russian like military uniform. It's not we're definitely not going. That does not fit. So we'll keep looking. The Dragonfly Regalia robes, they actually, I'm more of a fan of these now than I was in the past, just because of how unique of a piece it is. Rarely do we get this butterfly pattern, or that's what I would call it, the butterfly pattern, or like an insect pattern. So to any Warlock mains that are unhappy with this year's like voting, you may want to revisit this armor set for a little bit more versatility when you're going to be using your robes. We're going to be skipping over this one in particular today because you definitely have some unshaderable bits. So like in the front, I think you can't change that gray in the middle, and then the blue on the side, I don't think that changes either. Yeah, it's not changing. And then if you're going for something like with a lot more red in it, that's just going to stand out. So sadly, we'll have to pass over this. But if you can make this work on something else, like even this kind of looks like a ladybug, if you want to go for like a ladybug pattern, then more power to you. But we're going to pass on it as well, sadly. So we're going to go back to our smudge pot. I think we're going to have to we're going to have to pick a new shader soon because we're running out of armor pieces right now. This one is very good for those that want to just have like a very simple design, but also be very ornate. I wouldn't be so mad at this if it had a little bit more blue that we were looking for, and we're probably gonna have to start looking for something different now. So I'm gonna quickly go through these last few. That has a bit of red in it, not enough blue. The Scorn Baron robes. Too much silver, not enough white. Iron's symmetry. No, and then plus we have gold clashing with everything else. Well, it wouldn't be too bad. Hold on. The silver detail, and plus I know we have like a bit of yellow here, and then underneath there's just a touch of red in the mask. Well, we might come back to this if we can't make this work. Let's see, the catch killer. See, this one isn't bad either. It's just I don't think this is what we're going for. Like thematically, obviously, like this is like the pirate or swashbuckler. Like you have like knives everywhere, and then like the laces and just the adornments. Like even like some grenades or capsules. And we're not going for a like pirate look right now, so we're going to pass on that. Celestine robes and majestic. This might work. Let's see. I'm not mad at this. I was really about to give up. Like I was close to giving up on the shader and I think we found something. We're gonna lock it in for right now, and then we're gonna see how it works out down the road. But I'm liking that. So let's go ahead and move on to the boots for right now. Get away from a lot of the purple up top. All right. I like the righteous boots. The only thing I don't like about the righteous boots is they always clip through your robe, and that's a big unfortunate for me. And I really like how these boots look with the shaders that we try on it. But the clipping is always been an issue, and so I'm gonna be passing up on the righteous boots and the virtuous boots by extension. And yeah, the shader color isn't. Yeah, that's not what we want. So, and we don't want anything that has the lights on it, or is anything that's too silver. So we might end up having to just switch this out, because a lot of these boots are going to have a lot of the silver at the forefront, because that's where like the kind of plating or the harder fabrics, such as like the leathers, those are going to be turned to silver. Well, once again, the contender boots, they shine through again. But I don't like using multiple pieces from across multiple builds. Sometimes it's like one gauntlet or something that is really powerful, but in this case we're not going to mess with it right now. So we're going to see the blood lineage boots. It's very neutral, very standard. I like how that looks. It's very simplistic. And let's see the Omega Mechanos. The Omega Mechanos, it's not bad. It's just like the rust, or like the bronze like glittering. It's very it's kind of distracting to me, and that's okay. This is not too bad. But no, it's not. It's not. I think it's for like a different build. If you're going for something that's a lot more aged or a lot more ancient than what we're trying to go for here, this is going to be more of a regal look, like somebody who's of some importance, whether like it's either a priest or something, but somebody who would keep their armor intact. And currently this is not what we're looking for. Boots of the oh jeez, can't speak today, and also like kind of tired, but that's all right. The Lux boots is just too much gold in them, and that's just like the entire Lux set is just how like gold and silvery and shiny everything is, and I don't think that's what we're doing with these boots of the Fulminator. These boots in particular, they will always do the thing that you don't want them to do. And when I say that, whenever you want them to be very subtle, they always pop. In this case, where we want them to be a little bit more toned down to like kind of like be more of a like a drop back to these like very adorned robes, and they're just popping with this particular shader. But the way the blue is just shining through right now is it's baffling to me. And when you want it to pop in certain ways, like let's say you probably wanted to do like the graceful phantom or something like that, it's just muted. You wanted that like very verdant green, but it's just completely like gone, and it's just like on the kneecaps or something, and it's just whenever you wanted to do something that you wanted to do, it's not gonna perform. Like Lucid, you wanted that kind of like the sickly pale green, but it's not showing through. Trinity is very bright, and it almost kind of looks like scuffed, but we're not messing with that right now. Like wrong color palette. So we'll go back to our smudge pot. Nail biter, no. Seven Sisters, no. Yeah, it's very brown and like coffee looking. This isn't bad. This is not bad at all, but I think we could probably get something a little bit better. But we'll keep this in mind. Boots of the Fulminator and Horizons Beyond, and I think we'll be changing the shaders in. Jacarina, once again, it never does what I want it to do, so that's just it's unfortunate. Oh, change the tabs. Oh, don't open the tabs. This isn't too bad. Yeah, the Amethyst Veil. Amethyst Veil has always been really good and very popular amongst the edgelords who are just trying to make everything black and silver. But I'm not trying to lean too far into the silver right now, so we're probably going to skip on that. We just want something just rest in the background, kind of out of view. Let's see. Dead Orbit, Resurrection. It's close. It's nothing too upsetting. Oh wow, monochromatic. That's the first time I've seen monochromatic on these boots. And these are what? Are these from year one? No, I think they're from year one. Don't be mad at me when don't at me if I don't know what that don't know which year that's from. I know it has the arrival symbol on it, but yeah, don't get mad. Metro Shift. It does have this like very threaded pattern. It does look very nice. It's still kind of like shimmery, silvery, and we'll see how that looks. Let's get a more like no, it's too gray. It's too gray. It's not black enough. We want it to kind of disappear underneath there. So we'll try looking at these boots with Horizons Beyond. We'll go back to those and see how that looks. Yeah, it still seems like they're just like sticking out and just hanging there. And it might be the product of the chess piece. And the chess piece just might be way too dull and gray. And that's a little upsetting. So we're gonna try to make it work for right now, and if not, then we'll pick something else. Just trying to get a very like dark. See, if this helped you, I would totally use. Look at that; it's just very nice and solid, like black, and it's perfect for like the rest in the background. But no, it's just the very like dark periwinkle is just so strong there, and it's pretty much rendered useless. No, not that one. Fright Night, it has too much green in it. It would distract as well. And we already looked at Amethyst Veil. Refers Black Armory, Shrouded Stripes. Yeah, we've already been through a lot of these. We'll check out the Dead Orbit shaders. That's not too bad. Let's see. Yeah, it seems like everything's just getting kind of muted into it. It's not popping enough. It's not flashy enough. And I'm really like regretting the whole idea now. When you kind of like going down the entire road just to see like the hood just might be just too specific, and we might not be able to find anything that really matches it. We can try moving some other things around, so just start clicking on some other things. Yeah, nothing's gonna really fit our criteria with this one. There's gold in that one. The Corrupting Echo. No, there's not enough there. So yeah, we're probably gonna have to scrap the entire idea. Sadly, I can't think of anything that would save this. So, all right, we're going back to the drawing board. So we're gonna click on this. I'm gonna black out a lot of this. So a lot of times, if I've ever hit a wall or something to that degree, I like to gray out all of my work and use kind of like a lot of this like very basic gear, so I can kind of concentrate on what really matters to me. And so I use like very basic gear, nothing with too much geometry. Like, see those that they had too much spikes on it. Yeah, this will be good. Yeah. And then obviously the bond is very flashy, so we're gonna tone that down. Get the dragonfly. Another bond that doesn't do too well with shaders. Yeah, just like the very small trimming at the. It's just. Look at that. I'm sorry. Just look at that. It's like it's almost nothing going on. It might as well be dead in the water right there. It's just. Yeah, but it's good for a very like a neutral look. And then we're going to change the gauntlets right now. So Legacy Oath. This is the last bit of from the previous arc build. To the Hardened Basilisk wraps, and then we're going to black it out as well. Excuse me. Yep. Okay. Now we have a very like neutral ground, and we can refocus on what we're looking at. So rarely do I ever use the gauntlets as a centerpiece. And if I do, it's usually like the nothing manacles. It's usually an exotic that I like to show off. In this case, since I run Chaos Reach, we'll probably be using the Geomax stabilizers from earlier in the video at the very start. But we're going to take the shader off and the ornament, and then we're going to black it out just like the other ones, just so it's nothing is offending anything across the board. Everything's just very like general. So I'm going to configure it. So I'm really hard pressed on whether I'm going to be changing the helmet or not, and whether that should be the centerpiece. We could do the arc-like hood, and it's it's very flashy. It's got like the energy like going around it and stuff. If we go that route, we would have to go like very sci-fi. So I've even seen some Guardian fashion make this like kind of like look like Yondu, but personally for me, I don't think I'm going to be going that route, because like doing characters is I won't say it's not forbidden, or I don't feel like but it's not really my style. I like to, if I'm going to reference somebody, it's going to be with the colors, not the geometry of the pieces. Hardened Basilisk. I wouldn't have such a big problem with this if the kind of this facial plate or these the sides weren't so jagged or like stick out. You can see them. You can literally see them from the front. It almost looks like the back of an Exo's head, and I don't appreciate that. So we'll continue on. That could work. Let's see. You think we could pull off kind of like only like, okay, so my thinking was so kind of like those like the, not the toys, but kind of the desk lamps where like you touch, like it has a whole bunch of like electricity in it, and you like touch it, and then like the electricity like wants to like go like travel through your hand. It was like the plasma ball, yeah. But at least for right now, I don't think we're going to go that route. Especially since we're going to be trying to do like something like sinking feeling, and it's not working out, especially with the the unshaderable parts of it. We could do a kind of like a hazmat, not hazmat, but like a hazard. a hazard look. So let's see. Where is it? Year one. We could go with something like Bumblebee, which is just very bright yellow. But I don't think I want to look like walk around looking kind of like a banana. I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, that's just very, very, very gaudy. I'm sure it could work for some other people, but I don't have the confidence to utilize that. So, and so the search continues. I would really hate to cop out for the Arclight hood. Could use like the mobile hood, and kind of go like a Gundam route. Let's see if we can make this happen. Let's see if we can make the geometry a little bit better. Something a little bit more like high tech. So that's something like the Basilisk robes. Probably don't want to match this with this, since it's just going. It's like it's meant to be together. The set is meant to be like one cohesive unit. Let's go ahead and see if the siege break jacket. Well, not that. It's very very, very dapper. Very, very, very unique. Just ancient. like vampire. That would be really cool. Like the Countess or something. That would be really cool. But no, we're not going for techno vampire. The virtuous robes. It has lights on it, but I don't think that's what we're looking for. Street scholar robes. I wouldn't be too upset about it if this kind of the pauldron or the kind of like gauntlet wasn't there, but yeah, that's not working out for me either. Let's see if the painted kitsune. That's a very nice theme. It leans into it very well, into the theme very well, especially with the kind of electricity or the plasma coming off of it right here. And obviously once we put some more once we give it a little bit more color, we're going to be pretty set. So we're gonna pop that on for right now, just to have something on the board. Onto the gauntlets. Excuse me. I think something along the siege break gauntlets would probably be good. We wanted to kind of lean into that. This person's very savvy with their tech, to the point that they have to kind of like integrate into their armor. I would do the painted kitsune gloves, since it has like the sparks of electricity going around it. But I think that putting that on top of the we're already using part of the kitsune set, we're probably not going to go that route. So my answer is probably going to be the siege break gloves, just because it has those kind of like the mini consoles there, and then hopefully if we choose a good shader, those will light up either blue or very cool white. So I'm gonna keep it pushing to the legs. Now, geomag stabilizers. I think that they can be either really great, they can hold color very well, or they are kind of a leaky bucket of color. Well, let's say you try to put watermelon on it, it's just gonna seem very, very gaudy, especially with the electromag stabilizers. It's not well. This would be like pretty well if you're going for some type of like very green color palette, but at least for right now, I think we're going to stick to the default ornament, because I know that if we go for the alternate conduction, we have a lot of the blue just kind of like chilling there, and that's okay. We're probably going to be switching to this ornament in the future, but for right now, well, it seems baggy, you know. It still seems like it's like street clothes. This is enough street clothes. Kind of like fits all together. If we can get this middle, we can get the middle of this chest piece to match the bottom and the very top of these pants. I think we can probably pull this off. I don't think we'll have any trouble getting that down. So we'll go for the bond. I'm tempted to do the Imperial Cartographer bond because it kind of has this like this window, and the seems like very like high techy, like very energy focused. Is it pulsing? Yeah, I think it's even pulsing. So I think we might go this route. Now, colors. Since we have all the armor pieces set up, lock that in. Let's kind of sift through some colors. Clouds at Sea is always kind of one of my favorites because it's so hard to use, but once if you use it like the correct way, it's going to be so rewarding. But in this case, it's not doing us any favors. Metallic Sunset. I see, and it's starting to look like the middle of the robe is going to be matching the top of the pants. So that's really good to see. Let's see, Amalon Meteor. That's not too bad. Amalon Camo. Nothing too wrong there, just the energy is, a little off. And of course we're going to probably just go in and shader all of these things ourselves. Let's see, Metro Shift. Very solid. The only problem I have with Metro Shift is you're wanting blue, and it's going to give you blue, but all it's going to do is give you, or at least for the energy, it's going to be giving you purple, and that's great for like energy bonds that are mostly just going to be made of light, and you want something purple. Then you could go Metro Shift. So like, I'll just show you real quick. So the Street Scholar bond, instead of doing its natural blue color, it's probably going to switch to purple, and that fits perfectly with the energy coming off of there. But we're not going for a purple build, we're going for like a blue build for the arc. So that being said, we're gonna keep looking. Chrome stock. I'm a sucker for like rose gold, or like kind of like a pink copper. But not as often as I would want to. Resilient Laurel. It's looking more like a icy build. Same for Aniline Shock. I know Sato tries to it turns everything green. So we're gonna keep looking. Yeah, let's see this one. It's very very cyan looking. First frost. Nothing too upset about that. Night's Chill is, it's one of my guilty pleasures. So like the detail that you can get on an armor piece, like the very the intricate designs of the pattern is very lovely. And I like how I like how it looks, but obviously the glowing orange or reddish eyes are not going to be fitting the arc theme at the moment. So we're going to keep looking. Polished sea stone, got way more green than blue. Obviously, atmospheric glow. Pretty sure plenty of people know about atmospheric glow. But no, I'm not gonna get anything out of that. Sitting chill. Once again, it seems too much like a icy or frosty shader. No, I don't think that's what we want. Matura, Tesudo, no thank you. Celestia, no. Cryptic Insignia, let's see. I'll be okay with it if it wasn't so gray. It's almost distractingly gray, and that's. I wish it was more of the metallic blue. So we'll keep looking. Seven Sisters. Seven Sisters, I don't think it gets enough credit. It's not a flashy looking icon, but it adds this kind of like starry effect to any fabrics that you put it on. Well, not any fabric, obviously this is fabric, but it's a very nice starry effect. And if you can get this to work properly, I think one of my things that I will tie it with is these robes, the prodigal robes. It's very nice if you can get past like the gold, or you can lean into the gold if you wanted to. But that starlight robes is just so stunning and so beautiful. It's definitely it could definitely catch some eyes, catch some looks there. So I would experiment a little bit with that. You just be very cautious, because sometimes the browns and the golds can catch you off guard. So yeah. So we'll get back to this. We saw Jacarina, and it's very muted color palettes. Vitrified Chronology, yeah, I assume it's going to give us a very like purple lighting, everywhere. Sometimes it can give blue, but for the most part, if you have any energy on your armor, it's going to turn it purple. I don't want to use. I will if I have to. Sinking Feeling, but I feel like it's kind of like a cop out, and plenty of people use Sinking Feeling on this chest piece. It's a very popular chest piece to begin with, but I would hate to use a very popular shader on a very popular armor piece. So I think we're going to keep looking around for alternatives. Ooh, I kind of like this. It's kind of like a very bronzy type, and even down to the pattern. The pattern isn't too offensive. Yeah, you almost kind of like it's kind of like a cheetah print. Uh, if done tastefully, cheetah print could it works out. But we'll put a pin in the Curse of Azure. A joyful gift. No. A dusted tome. No. A Tyrian Abyss. The strikes again. The royal treatment. This is like a discount Burgersian Night. I believe the Burgersian Night's being sold this week. I think it's April. Is it the week of April the 16th, I believe? So if you're watching this, go pick up that shader right now if you don't have it, because this, I mean, not royal treatment, excuse me, but Burgersian Night in particular. Let's see if I can find it. Burgersian Night is very similar to it as well. If you don't have the shader, pick it up, because it's one of the first animated shaders, and I don't know if you can see or not, but it is shifting colors, shifting in between like vibrant and then like very like muted colors, and it's a very, very unique shader in that. And I believe if you look close enough, or in some of the armor pieces, you even find symbols, like some of the Forge symbols from Season of the Forge. But we're not doing a purple build right now. We're doing blue build. So Atlantic Rush is it's a color palette. Definitely it's a choice. Celestial Dome. I'm not too upset at it. It's just seems very washed out. It's a bold statement. So look, for a shader called Bold Statement, it takes it doesn't leave too much of an impression. I know it's kind of like a D1. It's a callback to like the D1 Crucible weapons. I think it was a Taken King, I think. Can't really remember, but I'm going to keep looking. Mars Sunset. Mars Sunset isn't too bad. It's just very, 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 very bright. I think that we're not going to get too much out of that. Dawning Festiveness. This I think is something we could probably work with. Outside of the gray lightning on the back, but I've always liked this quilted pattern on the robes. I think a lot of that could really look good on some certain pieces. Amla Meteor Gloss. No, it's got a lot of the yellow in the back there. Very Tried Clouds at Sea. And Metro Shift. Let's see. Where's Indigo? Yeah, Spectral Indigo. I'm tempted to do Spectral Indigo because the color palette is unique enough that you get away with just like coating all of it in the same same shader, but I want to take a couple stabs at it a little bit more. Oh, skit. This sketch paint, and that's those are colors. Those are a lot of colors. But no, we're not messing with that. Queen's Grace. Honestly, at this point, I think I'm just clicking on random buttons and seeing which one tickles my fancy the most. But I think Curse Azure is I think our winner here. I'm going to put that on everything for right now, and then we're going to go in and manually select what we want. I feel like we can find a better shader for the helmet. Something that kind of ties the bronze in a little bit better. So we'll start looking on that. Ooh, Mars sunset. Let's see. No, there's too much of that blue, too much of sky blue in the face. That's too much silver. And that's too iridescent. Metallic sunset. Alon. Ooh, that might work. Let's see. That's not too bad. I still want to see if I can find something to match that bronze a little bit better. Nope. Mercury Vexchrome, no. Descendant Vexchrome, definitely not. Even though this is a very cool effect, the rusting, that's really cool. I like that, and especially since it's not symmetrical. She's a keeper. Well, I'm not going to keep her, but I know she's a keeper. Ooh, let's take a look at this. This is Braytech Innovation, Bray Innovation. I like how that looks. It's not too in your face with the bronze. It's contained to like the ears of the cowl. I really like how that looks. So we're gonna lock that in. Moving on to the gauntlets. The gauntlets are kind of suffering from. It's hard to describe, but the very like muted brown color. Or the dead zebra pattern. So we're probably going to be changing that up as well. Let's see Braytech Innovation, see if that changes anything. Not in any meaningful way. Let's see Arctic Dreamscape. No, we wanted to see if we can change those the lights on the gauntlets to blue a bit without sacrificing some of the color palette. So let's see, Celestial Dome. No. Here, let's just go back to Amalon Meteor. Amalon Camo. No. Xeno Silver. That might work. It's a little too clean compared to, like, you know, the dead zebra pattern in the middle there. So see New Pacific Sink. I think we got something, because this kind of washed, or kind of like the blue jean, the washed off look, kind of matches a little bit of the sides of the armor. Pretty much kind of like this, the same saturation range. That's until you like move it around, because this is it is slightly iridescent on the side of the abdomen. But I think New Pacific Sink's going to win this one out. I'm really enjoying how this looks, so we're not going to be changing the chest piece. Leg armor. Currently, it's doing pretty well for itself. If we do change it, it would be to help it blend in a little bit more underneath the robes. We don't want them standing out too much. That isn't. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Clouds at Sea. Clouds at Sea is so underrated. If you have this shader and you have like a specific armor piece that you really like, try Clouds at Sea. See how it works. If it doesn't work, it won't be surprising. But if it works for you, I can almost guarantee you'll be addicted to using the shader. And this is one of those moments where I'm not too upset at how it looks. I'm really, really, really excited, especially since this kind of the iridescence of the metal in from Clouds at Sea and the copper, it matches so perfectly together with it. And I think it looks better than the Curse Azure on the Geomags. I'll stand by it. I like that better than the Curse Azure. So yeah, we're gonna lock in the Clouds at Sea. That is so cool, awesome. And then finally the Bond. I'm liking how the Bond is looking right now. It's because it's tying in a lot of that the bronze. We can check out Clouds at Sea, but I don't think it's not gonna do too much for it. I'd rather it be bronze. Check out some Dawning Brilliance. It's not doing too much. And we'll even check out Braid Tech Innovation. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, I'm way more addicted to the bronze right now. So I think that's going to be it. It's looking really, really nice. I'm very happy how this turned out, especially since how this originally started with me showing the monstrosity that I had made late last night when I was like 2 of my brain cells were firing off. It's just, but I really like how this looks. And I hope you guys got a lot out of it. We won't be doing Void today. Probably do Void tomorrow or another day after that. But I'm really happy about how this looks. I might change the legs a little bit because the thighs are a little bright, but for right now I think we got a pretty good deal out of what we have. So we're gonna go ahead and overwrite arc. And don't like I said, don't look at the builds. We'll get to that. I promise. Make sure that all this is good. Awesome. And I think that's going to be it. And hopefully this has gotten us a little bit more interested in using our Guardian and doing some more content. But until then, I'm gonna see you later, guys. And bye. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. You didn't see that.